Hello and welcome to a special Christmas morning edition of my video channel. So I should start by saying to those of you who celebrate it, Merry Christmas. I hope Santa came overnight and that you discovered under your tree this morning lots of desirable gaming related goodies. I should also stand up and show you my Christmas jumper before we go any further. One of my Christmas jumpers, I should say. This one selected by my wife. We have trees at the top. The microphone's going to go a bit funny while I stand up, but you'll be able to hear me. Roses or stars, I'm not sure what they are across there. And then we've got a host of dancing reindeer atop a mantelpiece, beneath which are many Santa's stockings, and then there's a repeat of the star design with the thing going on, and even more trees, bigger ones across my middle there. And before I sit down completely, two things about the reindeer. They have little embossed red noses which are very satisfying and tactile. And you may notice something different about the scarf on the reindeer in the middle. It's because it's a real scarf that you can actually play with. Too much, actually, if you're that way inclined, which I am. And I've just realised sitting down too that even the glass I selected this morning is thematically correct, because there is a reindeer, different scarf, but still festive. That's lemonade, by the way. It really is. Right, so for Christmas morning, a shorter video. It's only going to be 30 minutes long-ish, and that's fairly strict. 30 minutes of gameplay, let's put it that way. I'm going to be playing a game which I downloaded only yesterday and played for a very short time yesterday afternoon just to get used to the controls a little, so I'm not a total noob on Christmas morning with it. It is a very new game. It only came out a few days ago. There's clue number one. It is a totally different game for me on my channel, not like anything that you'll have seen me play. That is clue number two. And I don't think there is a third clue because you may already have worked out what it is. Just before we get into it, by the way, in case you think your eyes are going funny, the lights behind me, which provide the sort of illumination for the wall, are normally set to a static blue colour, but this morning, there's the blue, just over my shoulder, they are cycling through the rainbow of colours that they're able to produce, because I thought it was just a little bit more festive, and it's meant to be fun. So this is going to be an adventure. You might say 30 minutes from now, misadventure. We will see. I'm a tiny bit, as I say, nervous about it, but we'll see how it goes, shall we? Here we are. Okay, had you already guessed? The game we're going to be playing this morning for 30 minutes is Lego Fortnite. I'm going to drop my camera back in. Here I am. I'm playing it in survival mode, and I know that there are various settings that people say you can change. I'm going to leave them all as they are just for this. So we'll have enemies, we'll get hungry, we'll start feeling hot and cold, we will get tired. We can be killed and we'll drop our inventory, anything we're carrying, when we are killed. There will be friendly creatures and there might be villagers. It depends how far we get in 30 minutes. I'm not sure. And the biome that I'm going to play in is the very first one that you can see there, which is sort of a grassland, I guess you'd call it. It probably has a name. I'm not sure what it is. Right, here we go. Okay, let's see what it looks like when it drops us into the world and what it looks like when we arrive. We're in grasslands, indeed we are. This is a similar world to the one I landed in, a similar biome to the one I landed in yesterday, and I had a helper, and here is my guide, Cuddle Team Leader. Hello. Ah, where am I? Who are you? Who am I? And the answer to that question is, wait, I know that last one. My name's Cuddle Team Leader, nice to meet you, and your Fireball Robot. That is my online name. Why does that sound familiar? I've never fallen into a brand new place like this before, but I'm glad we fell together. It could be dangerous out here. We should prepare ourselves just in case. It seems like there's a lot of wood and granite around here. I wonder what we could make with them. Well, we're going to find out. Right, now Cuddle Team Leader will stick around with me and help defend me against ill. So I'm not going to wander too far, but I am going to start collecting resources. Right, let's go. Over here we've got some food. These are raspberries. And as I collect them, you'll see in the bottom right hand corner, they're appearing in my little inventory of stuff I've got. Wood, granite, there's stacks of it around this place. Now Cuddle Team Leader will follow me to a degree, but if I wander away too far, she won't. And as I said, she is useful because there is good and bad to be encountered in this world. Here's a chicken. Let's see if we can show you one or two things that happen. This is not meant to be a beginner's guide at all. I can pet the chicken, not if I stand too far away. If I pet a chicken, it gives me an egg, which will appear in my inventory too at some point. There it is. It doesn't necessarily repeat itself all the time. If I pet this chicken again, this time it just let me pet it. You've had your egg, it said. Right, so let's keep collecting stuff. Wood, raspberries. Now the wood is needed for building and the raspberries are needed for eating. And you can see in the top left hand corner, as I say, this is not a beginner's guide, but I'm just going to talk through it as I do it for a little while. I've got lots of hearts there and there's only 3 of them and I'm down to 1. So if I shuffle along the bottom using my R1 key, I can actually eat some raspberries. And you'll notice the little clock symbols around the outside have increased into greenness and my 3 hearts have come back because I've done that. Right, now this is something else I can collect. This is corn. This is corn. And I can also get vines with it when I collect corn. I get the ear of corn and some vines. That's very good. I'm going to carry on collecting. These are pumpkins, which I can collect too, and they also give me a vine. There are some bushes that you can actually punch with your hands. Quite a lot, really. And it will sort of disintegrate into giving you lots of different things. As you can see there, I'm going to collect some more raspberries because they didn't last me long, the ones I collected last time. I think it lets you go up to 30 of something before it tells you that the inventory is full and you can't collect any more of them. Well, you can collect them, but you don't see them there. They don't appear there. Lots of wood, lots of pumpkins, because you can eat those too. The daytime is brief. I haven't measured how long it is, but you do not sleep at night in this game. As you'll discover later. Oh, that's a wolf. And now I'm running away. And I need my little friend. And she's over there and the wolf's following me. I'm going to get munched. She will defend me if I can get close enough to her. Right. Help me. There's a wolf. Help. There she goes. Take it. Take that wolf out. Great stuff. And now I can move in and pick up all the bits of wolf. Which was basically a wolf claw. Did you see? This is why you don't get too far away from your team person, your guide, your trainer, your mentor in the initial parts. I discovered this yesterday to my cost. You can guess how I discovered it, can't you? The temptation is to wander too far, and there's no need to start with. To start with, you just need to collect everything you can that's close to you because you need lots of it. Now, something I haven't picked much up of at the moment is granite, and I can see a whole field of little granite boulders here, so I'm going to wander over this side and start picking them up. There are various enemies in this game. Here comes one. Oh, and my hands are full. Hang on a minute. I'm going to eat this egg. Oh, which I think will allow me to punch the spider. Spiders, when they die, give you silk. Did you see it said +1 silk there? Now, I don't know whether... I've only just played this game for a little bit of time. This is meant to be fun, not a tutorial. I don't know whether it's possible to actually attack enemies if your hands are completely full. Maybe it is. I've got no weapons of any sort, no tools of any sort at the moment, and I came over here to pick up granite, so I'm going to pick up lots of granite. And I'm going to turn around in a moment and go back the other way because I don't want to be too far away from my little helper. So let's just gently wake our way back this way. And it's starting to look like it might be going dark soon. I can't see where the sun is. It's going down. That's another good reason not to be too far from her. Oh, did I drop something over there and not pick it up? I think I might have. Is that a bit of wolf? No, it's a vine. It came from my pumpkins. So when I get back to my little helper, she's going to give me some more advice about things we need to do before it goes dark, and I'm going to go back to her right now because it looks like it's going that way. Where is she? I've lost her already. I think she was over here. There she is, there she is. She has a torch which will help you find her when it's dark. Let's talk to her. Hello, Cuddle Team Leader. Great to see you, no doubt you're on an exciting adventure. That snack looked tasty, but adventuring requires lots of energy. I would cook if I knew how. I should have taken Beef Boss's cooking class when I had the chance. A toasty campfire will keep things bright and warm. We should build one just in case. Why do we need a campfire? I have a bad feeling we aren't alone and that it's going to get cold and dangerous when night falls. And now if you look in the bottom left hand corner, I've got a build menu. So I'm going to click on that and it says I can build a campfire. So I'm going to build one. I think we'll put it... I can't do it too far away. We'll get away from the rocks and things. We'll put it just there. Right. And now some more build recipes have appeared and I can build a simple shack and also a crafting bench. So if I pop into my build menu and scroll along the top, which takes you from recents to builds to utility, there is a simple shack. So I'm going to build a simple shack. Now it looks like I'm building it all in one go, doesn't it? And I'm not, because when I press to build it, it just shows me the outline of it. To start the build, I have to have the things I need to build with. I need 2 shack pillars, so that can go there. And I need to put one here too. That's done. Good. I need to build this wall at the front, which will be, and I can scroll to it, that one. And thankfully I do have the bits I need to build it because I collected lots of resources. The next thing I need to build is the shack wide floor, which is this thing, which could go in here. Done. Stage 1 of 3 is complete. Now I've got to put a roof on it, and this is where I might start running out of resources, I think. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm just trying to click on it to select it. I'm going to be careful is what I'm going to do. The other thing it said in the... Oh, hang on. I didn't mean to do that. Let me hang on. Let me pick up some more food and stuff. I've got the campfire that I can go back to, and my friend is there to protect me if anything horrible turns up. It uses up wood and granite building things, so you do need to collect. You do need to keep on top of it. Uh-oh, here comes a spider. I'll deal with you myself. 3 good punches of a spider, and it's an X-spider. Always pick up resources. Ooh, what's that over there? I don't know what that is. I've never seen one of those before. I'm cold. It's a feather. Right, I'm going to go back. You see how that thermometer underneath my my little icon in the top left-hand corner is sliding into the blue? If you get too cold, you die. So don't get too cold. I know I'm cold, but as I get near to the fire again, it's gone back into the middle. I won't stand on the fire. Let's talk to Cuddle Boss. Good day. Well, good night, in fact. She's got nothing else to say to me. Your campfire will keep us warm if things get too cold, and if we get lost while adventuring, we can look for the smoke signal to get back to camp, but only during daytime. I'm worried about the rain. Maybe we need a shelter. We do need a shelter. I'm trying to build one. Yes, got it. I need more wood. If you need more wood, there are small trees we can hit R2 and collect resources from. There's also a lot of wood on the ground and bushes you can break for wood and fibre. Good. So I'll go and break some bushes. I'm cold, but I'll soon warm up when I get back there. I'm not going too far away. I am keeping an eye on that thermometer though, because it has a habit of sliding away quickly once it starts. I'm hungry as well. I'm cold and hungry. It's Christmas morning and I'm cold and hungry. Oh, that bush is taking a bit of a thwacking. I'm going to hit them all and then we'll pick all the stuff up at the end. I'm hitting a raspberry plant. I don't know why. That's probably not the best of ideas. Right, pick all this stuff up. Masses of it. Eat that raspberry. We're going to eat something because we're hungry. And I think that will help us not be so cold as well. I'm not sure. I'm going to eat loads of raspberries because they just regenerate. Okay, I'm going to go back to my shelter. Not that one. This one. Oh, there's something else over there. Thank you. I'm not so cold. And I'm going to start building. I need the roof, which is here. And there it is. Am I putting it on the wrong way around? The object is too far away. It might be that I don't have the resources for it. It's a bit glitchy. Oh, wow! What was that all about? Thank you. You saved me from something there. I didn't even notice because I was too busy. It turns green when you're in the right place. Now it's in the right place. Place it. And then I've got this back wall thing to do as well. Which is that one that you can see there. Which has got to go up here. I think you can rotate it. There it is. Stage 2 of 3 complete. The next bit is that bit right on the very top, which is a bit of a pain. Oh, she's fighting again for me. You get these skeletons that come out of the darkness. You see what I mean about keeping your little helper nearby? She's great. I'm cold again. I've gone too far from the fire. I've just got this bit on the top to do now. Pop into my build menu. It's the shack ridge, which I've got to put on. It was in the right place. We have finished a shack. Now we can build ourselves a bed inside it. So on build menu, if I shuffle along on the top there, you'll notice there's different things now. There are various things we can build. Crafting station, I think that's called. We can build foundations for a bigger house if we want. But what I'm interested in is the bed. I'm going to shove it right over against the wall. And we can assign that to our bed. This means that we sleep there, and this is where we spawn if we die. So, good thing to have, because it's near our campfire, and it's near where we're going to be living, mostly. You cannot, as I think I said, sleep during the night. You have to stay awake. So, it's good to have stuff to do. Just eat a raspberry while I'm waiting, keep my health topped up. What I don't have at the moment is any torches. In the build menu, there is something called a crafting bench. Now, I have been told that if I select crafting bench, oh, I can't build it. I'm short of wood. I've run out of wood. Would you believe it? I have been told that you must build it indoors because crafting benches can't work if it's raining. So they need to be in a shelter. Right, now that was a lesson, wasn't it, in not having enough resources. So I'm going to empty my hand just in case we come across a spider. And my activity for today is going to be to gather food, wood and granite and do a bit of exploring if I get time. But that might have to wait for the next day. I'm keeping an eye on the clock. I'm trying to remember how long I've been playing for. I think it's about 15 minutes. The video clock is showing me this. Raspberry, raspberry, raspberry. I'm going up to this sheep. It's not going to pat me. It's not going to let me pat it. We'll go this way. Sooner or later we're going to encounter a nasty enemy again, because it happens. I don't want to be too far from home if this happens. We were particularly short of wood, so wood I am going to pick up. Also, corn. If I hit these, they turn into corn, and I also get to pick up some vines. And there's a load of these. Good to have. That's not a good sound. That sounds like something's after me. I'm going back over the top of this hill before I do anything else. There's the plume of smoke, which my guide said you can see during daytime to help you guide yourself back. Help me, something's after me. I think it may have been... I think it may have been a wolf. Now, I've just spotted something over there which I encountered yesterday as well, and which I'm going to wander over to. This is not very scientific, is it? But hey, we're just having fun. I'll pick all that stuff up. I'll have that corn. I'll have that. I'll have that. I'll have that. I'll have that. But what I really want is to go... Oh, spider. Oh, I was facing the wrong way there and he got me from behind. Did you see me take damage? I'm not sure what that is. I don't know what they are. I think it guides you to a like a chest. I'll follow it and we'll find out, shall I? I seem to remember I saw one yesterday and followed it, and there was a chest or something at the end of it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, we don't want that. That's a wolf. That will kill us because we haven't got what we need to defend ourselves against that. Thankfully, he's chasing chickens. The thing I saw which I was interested in was this big boulder. These are great. If you start them rolling down a hill with a hefty push, they'll carry on. Hopefully they will. And they'll do damage to things that they meet on their way. So if I roll them towards these here pumpkins, it will squash them all and do the work that you would have to do, turning them into resources. Oh, 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 oh. He's still after the chicken. I hope he's after the chicken and not me. I can see where my smoke is over there. Can I outrun the wolf? Yes. He's lost interest in me. Now, where did that... Where did that... There it is, look. That green shining orb thing down there. I want it. It calls to me. I'll collect resources on the way and hopefully keep away from the wolf. He's still after the chickens at the moment, but they're perilously close to where I need to be. No, don't come back this way. Oh, things. I wonder if I can go round it this way. The other thing I found out about wolves is they aren't always alone. So where you find a wolf, you may find more. Now there are sheep over here and they wouldn't be there if there was a wolf. Oh, what's that over there? I've never come across a hut before. I'm going to have to investigate the hut. First, I'll knock 7 bells out of this bush, these bushes, and collect the many resources they offered me. And a bit of granite. And a bit of granite. And a bit of wood. I've got to be careful about the day length because it will go. I don't want to be too far away. Uh-oh, that's a wolf. Did you hear that? That was a wolf. This was someone's house, and now there's nothing in it. Oh. I can open the door. I've never done that before. Spider! Oh, I'm hitting the wall instead of hitting the spider. He's dead. That's not going to break. I'm not sure what those drums mean either. Oh, oh! Spider behind me. I'll deal with the spider. I don't want to be caught by a spider and a wolf at the same time because that would be far too much to cope with. Now then, where was that glowing? There it is. There's the glowing orb. But more importantly, where is the wolf? Here's the thing. There's the wolf. Oh man. No. When you see that little red exclamation mark above its head, that means it spotted something, and that something could be you. I'm not going to get it. I'm like, oh, he's right behind me. I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. I can't see where my campfire is. Can you? Where's my campfire? I didn't mean to go so far from home. Oh, there it is. I might make it. If I can get back there, I'll be safe. He's given up. He's given up. This is good. I'm watching my clock. I'm 20 minutes in. I have 10 minutes left. Oh, I so want to get to that orb. Ah. It's as if it's guarding it, isn't it? It's as if it's guarding it deliberately, tempting me. I'm being teased here. What are you doing out here? What are you doing out here? Shouldn't you be back with my stuff over there? Come with me. Cuddle team leader, come on. Hey there. Yes, what? What can I do for you? I'm getting tired of collecting rocks and sticks the old-fashioned way. If we had a crafting bench, we could make tools. You should build the crafting bench under some shelter, protect it from rain. That's what I heard. That's what I heard yesterday when I played this game. Right, I'm going for it. Wolf or no wolf, I want that orb. Oh, there is a wolf. I'm not sure I'm going to get to the orb before the wolf gets to me. Oh, this is so unfair. Oh, man. Do you know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to sneak in behind this bush where the wolf can't see me. You can't see me. He can see me. Oh, and the orb's moving. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble because we've got two enemies after us now. There is this... What? Where did you go? There is this really strange... I can't fight a wolf. I cannot fight a wolf. All I can do with it is to try to outrun it. I'm going to run in a very straight line. As soon as I can see where I'm not going to be going up a hill slowly. I'm going to run in a very straight line and hope it saves me. It's right behind me. I'm going to change the point of view so you can see. He's just lost interest. A little bit. But two spiders were interested. You can outrun them. You can outrun your enemies, it would seem. I didn't really actually know that for a fact. Or you can stay and fight them. Two at a time. Come on, you're only spiders. You don't scare me. I'm not scared of spiders. There you go. You brought that upon yourselves. Now the wolf's busy attacking the sheep now. And the orb is nowhere to be... There it is. It's miles away. Whoa. There's the orb. I'm going to set course for the orb. I'm ignoring resources because I'm following that orb. It's going towards those buildings that I saw. It will stop eventually. And beneath it will be a chest. I'm not collecting wood. It's going to go dark. I'm going to die here. I'm going to die because I've gone way too far away from my home chasing this orb. There it is. There it is. We found a chest. Right, if we search this, there's an absolute load of stuff in it, including torches. I'll put one of those in my hand. Actually, I'll put it in my offhand, which is the hand you don't fight with. And all this stuff which is in the chest, I'm going to move to my inventory, which is stuff I'm actually carrying with me in my backpack. If I can get over there again. There we are. It's a bit twitchy sometimes. There we go. Right. Thanks, chest. Good. I'm not building anything here. I've got a torch in my hand and I'm off. I'm heading home. I'm not going to set fire to any sheep. I'm not collecting anything as I go. I purely want to get home. It's difficult to see when you've got all these trees around you. I think my general direction of travel is this way. There's my campfire. That was a very good bit of navigating on my part. Can you see it? I am travelling the right way. And if I just look sideways, the sun is going down behind me. So it's going to go dark quickly. One thing we haven't had yet in the play is weather, because you do get weather in this game. We're home. Did you miss me? Excellent. Right, so I can still fight, you see, because I've got a torch in my hand. It's not intruding from that. Right, I'm going to pop into my build menu because there is this here crafting bench, which I should now have the equipment, the stuff to build with. I'm putting it in here where it's in the shelter. You can go just there. And now, if I can stop thumping it, we can use the crafting bench to build stuff. We can make axes. So I'll craft one of those. We can make pickaxes. I can craft one of those. We can make other stuff using the crafting bench that we haven't got the resources for at the moment. Planks, shells to help us do stuff. put that out of the way. Right. We're being very brave here, running around. I wanted to find a cow, and I haven't found one yet. Before I stop, yes, good. Recipes are building up. I want to look for a cow. So I'm going to go in search of one. More build recipes are appearing. I can make a grill so we can cook meat for animals that we've killed. We can build a lumber mill, which means we can make planks and rods that are used for... Well, that's a wolf. You don't want the wolf. I want a cow. Rods are used for, I think, for the sort of handles of weapons and swords and stuff like that. I think. Again, I've played it for an hour or so. That's it. That's all. So, my knowledge is limited. It's all meant to be a bit of fun. There's something I dropped a while ago. Feather. Or something dropped it. Oh, spider. I'm going to attack you with a weapon in my hand. All you spiders, they just killed me. Now, actually, I'm glad that happened because I selected die and drop inventory, I dropped my backpack. Can you see it? And when I respawn, it spawns me back on my bed in my house. It didn't spawn me back on my bed in my house. It spawned me elsewhere. But now there is a white shaft of light which is leading me back to where I dropped my backpack. There it is, look. So I can go and retrieve it. I don't lose everything that I've had. But I have got these pesky spiders still to deal with, which I totally forgot about. And which are knocking me apart. Yeah, I got them. That's it. Okay, we're safe. When we pick it up, if you stand too close, it won't let you do it. You get back everything that you had. So I can shuffle along and eat myself a raspberry to help fill up my heart that was missing. I probably ate too many there. It doesn't really matter. I'm still looking for a cow. I haven't found any cows. It's a real shame. I wanted to show a cow to show you what happens when you say hello to a cow, because we know that sheep give you wool. I haven't seen these sheep for a while. They're not going to let me do it. They're skittish. They're running away. If I stood atop this boulder, I might be able to find myself on, but I can't reach it. Let's try this mini boulder. Any cows about? Anybody see a cow? You're not a cow, are you? You're a sheep. It is best, I've found, not to travel too far away from your home to start with, because it's dangerous. It's just simply dangerous. Oh, and by the way, there is a map. If you click the main big button in the middle of your controller, I can't remember its name, then you can see where you are. And you can sort of move around, and it's not the greatest of maps in the sense of detail, but there's enough there for you to work out, where you've been and which way you're facing and stuff like that. I have seen people say in comments that they would like a compass. I kind of agree with that. I think it might be something useful to have, and more detail on the map would be helpful too, for things that you've seen and discovered. And just as the moon is rising here, I look at my clock and we're coming up to 32 minutes, which with my 2 minutes at the start setting off means it's time to stop. I'll be back with you in a second. So there we are, roughly 30 minutes gameplay of LEGO Fortnite. What did you think of it? In my outro, I'm going to split it into two halves. I'm going to discuss the game first, and we'll give it some context and see what we think. And then in the second part, there's going to be some channel news. So if you want to hear the channel news, by all means, wait around for that towards the end. Firstly, LEGO Fortnite. What a great game! I have never played Fortnite before. I've seen lots of playthroughs of people, doing bits of stuff on Fortnite. What's put me off is that it seems to me very fast-paced, intense, frenetic. It's very combative, the stuff that I've seen, and that has kind of discouraged me from trying it. I've always thought to myself, that's not my game. On the other hand, I have played many Lego games going down the ages on various consoles, so the thought of the two getting together, Lego and Fortnite, is a bit of a no-brainer. It was my gateway into trying something new but also experiencing Fortnite. I'm not going to suggest that I'm going to race off and try other flavours of Fortnite on the basis of that. I think Lego Fortnite will be enough for me. But I'm certainly very glad I tried it because of that. Those of you who've played it before will have to forgive me. You can tell I'm a total beginner. I had roughly, I don't know what time, an hour or so yesterday to practice on the controller and get used to the menu system and how things worked, essentially. And then I came into this today. So that is the sum total of my experience. This is not a tutorial. It's not a beginner's guide. It's purely a 30-minute taster session experience thing, if you like, for me as well as for you, of how the game works. If you've not played the game before, then the other thing that recommended this to me, to be candid, is the fact that it is free. I downloaded it, installed it and played what you saw there, and the only investment I've made in it is the time it took to do that and to learn how to use the controls. So that is, in a nutshell, Lego Fortnite. Now, I'm going to move on to the second part of the video in a minute, but if you're not going to watch that part, I will stop here for the moment and say, I hope you have a cracking Christmas day, those of you who celebrate Christmas, and I'll see you again with another video soon. Right, we're into the second part of the outro. You're not dreaming. I have actually changed out of my Christmas jumper because this channel news is difficult and it didn't feel right wearing a seasonal Christmas jumper to talk about it. It's not good. 13 months ago when I started the channel, I began to look at statistics and analytics as presented to me in YouTube Studio, and I've kept an eye on them in the intervening time as I've produced videos. 2 or 3 times a week I've had a look to see what message they are telling me, and the message they're telling me isn't good. Most of my videos, even now 13 months on, still only get a few tens of views. I am, in terms of subscribers, let's talk about last week for example, I gained a subscriber and lost a subscriber. In terms of comments and feedback, I'm getting something around about just less than I would think, 1 comment per week. And that's after producing 2, sometimes 3 videos each week. Now my wife would be the first person to say, don't let the numbers rule your mind. They're only an indicator, and she's quite right. But they are a very strong indicator in this regard. And they're showing me, by virtue of the fact that my graphs are bimbling along like that, they're flatlining, that the channel isn't progressing. Nor is it actually achieving my aim of encouraging people to go out and play the games for themselves on the basis of seeing me and the enjoyment I have playing them. That is a major aim. That's a major hope that I have, that I'll learn that this is what has happened. Too long didn't read. The numbers are telling me a different story. They're essentially saying that my channel is stagnating, that it's not progressing, and that is soul destroying as a content creator. I've had tremendous time finding out about the process of making videos. I have lights here which are different to the lights which I had when I first started. I'm using a new camera. I've got a new microphone in front of me that wasn't the microphone I started with. I've learned about non-linear video editing on this particular package that I'm using, although I did actually do video editing as part of my job in the past. But this has been a learning curve. This has been new. All of that's been fantastic, and I wouldn't change anything about that for a moment, and I'm still learning now. I would like to think the quality of the production of my videos has increased immeasurably if you look back to the ones I did 12 months ago. All of that can be as true as you like, but without the viewing numbers and the subscribers rising, then my channel isn't going anywhere. I'm not attracting people. I'm not encouraging people to play the games for themselves. I'm not getting lots of feedback to suggest to me, because I'm not getting the views, whether I'm doing right or wrong. Now, I'd like to think I've got a style which, you know, I'm very analytical. I go into storyline, plot, characters. I look for clues. I try to analyse situations and discover meaning in them and project forwards. I go into games blind in terms of the storyline deliberately so that it's fresh for me. And I'd like to think that has a certain niche value in that many of the people I see covering the games that I'm playing don't take that approach to it, or at least not to that degree. But that isn't working either, apparently. You know, that isn't enough of an appeal. So look, the thing is this, and as I said, my wife knows about this because I've been talking to her about it for a month. I cannot go on to the point where a year from now, we're having this same conversation again, where the graphs are still just bimbling along, where each video is getting a few tens of views, where I'm not getting any feedback, so I've no idea really. I say any feedback, you know what I mean. Less than one comment a week is not enough feedback to know how well you're doing and whether you should change things and what people like and don't like. 12 months from now, I can't be having this conversation again because it's just not fair to me in terms of the amount of time it takes to produce these videos. And it's not fair to you in terms of, I don't know whether I'm producing the stuff you want to watch. So something's got to change. Here we are at the end of 2023, going into 2024. The purpose of this video is to say there will be changes. I don't know yet what they will be, but things can't continue the way they are at the moment. If you've got ideas, if you've got comments and things you'd like to suggest to me about it, then obviously you know I invite them. But the reality is, given the small number of views that this video will get, that's probably not going to happen, at least not in sufficient volume for me to learn from it, the things I think I need to learn. I don't know what I'm doing. Going into 2024, I never thought I'd reach this stage, actually, where I literally looked into a microphone. This is totally unscripted, by the way. You can probably tell. It's coming from here and from here. I never thought I'd get to this stage where I'd be staring at a microphone and saying to the people out there, I don't know what I'm doing now. I don't know what's best to do next. But it can't continue just the way it is. So look, there we are. As I said, you can see why I got changed now. And you can see why I said to you, you didn't have to watch this part. You know, I didn't want to put a downer on Christmas at all. And it's not going to be a downer on mine either, because this has been on my mind. And the fact that I've got it off my chest now and put it out onto the YouTube video, I can forget about it for a day and come back to it tomorrow. There we go. Thank you for watching right to the bitter end, if you did watch to the end of this video. I have got a new video coming out soon because I work slightly ahead of myself, as you know. You probably know this, I think I've mentioned it before. So I will see you from the next video. Have a great day if you are celebrating Christmas today, and see you soon. Bye.